Hello, my name is Anna Crumley.
And I'm Alberti.
And we are the co-presidents of the St. Francis A Cappella Blue Skirts.
Today we're going to be singing 3 songs for you, and the first one we're doing is Work Song by Hozier.
Bars working on empty, is that the kind of way to face the burning heat? I just think about my baby, I'm so full of love I could barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby, I never want once from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby, sweet as can be, she give me toothaches just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl to her. That's when my baby found me. I was 3 days on a broken sill. I woke with the walls around me, nothing in the room but an empty crib. And I was burning up a fever, I didn't care much how long I lived. But I swear I thought I dreamed her, she never asked me once about the wrong I did. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl to her. empty. Is that the kind of way to face the burning heat? I just think about my baby. I'm so full of love I could barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby. I'd never want once from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby's sweet as can be. She give me toothaches just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I crawl to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl to her.
Okay, the next song we're going to be doing is Elastic Heart by Sia, and we will have Gabby Petty, who will be beatboxing for us. Woohoo!
Bites the dust, but why can I not conquer love? And I'm out of that we were one. Wanted to fight this war without weapons, and I wanted it bad. I'm doing everything I can. Now another one bites the dust. Now let's be clear, I trust no one. You did not
Thank you so much. So our final song is going to be For Emma by Bon Iver. Thank you guys so much.
My name is Tina Harris. I'm choral director here at St. Francis High School. And again, it's my pleasure to welcome the concert choir up on the stage. And our first song, Dona, Nobis, Pacem, features a soloist, and it is Alleluia Burns singing the soprano solo. Thank you.
Oh,
we're welcoming the chamber singers on the stage, and while they're entering, I'll tell you a little bit about their 3 songs. The first one is called Alleluia, and it's by English composer Randall Thompson. He wrote it in 1940, and he was asked to write a grand welcoming piece for the beginning of a festival using the word Alleluia. But think about 1940, British composer. He didn't feel that he really could write a bright and joyous Alleluia at that time. And so he wrote somewhat of a somber Alleluia, which then grows into something very majestic and joyous. So in a moment, we'll be singing Randall Thompson's Alleluia for you. Our second piece is called Kungala, and it's an Aboriginal word meaning joy, and it has a sense of energy and power to it, and I hope you enjoy Kungala. Our third piece will actually be conducted by a student. Senior Anna Crumley will be conducting a Stand in That River, and will be accompanied on banjo by Nicole Young.
Alleluia.
And our trio for the start of this piece is Camille Soloaga, Ari Punter, and Chantal Nguyen. And two soloists are Tara Robinson and Melody Goodall. And again, Anna Crumley conducting and Nicole Young on banjo. I don't know what it was called for a second. So we have a special treat for you. The jazz ensemble is going to be joining us on our last song before intermission, Bridge Over Troubled Water. So give us just a minute to get them set up, and we'll get right on with it. While they're getting ready, I'll introduce our soloists for this. We have 5 soloists. Help me if I don't get it right. Oh my, okay, bright lights. Our first solo is Sarah Porter's first, Christina Morales, Priscilla Belisario, Jackie Stone, and Emily Card. Did I get everything? Yes, all right. I didn't write it down, so that's a miracle. And Mike, yay!
Dang. So sorry for the delay. We had a little technical problem that we had to deal with. So anyway, this is our jazz ensemble, and we're going to be playing 2 songs for you today. I'm going to let Lucy, are you going to introduce this one, or is Caroline? Caroline, so grab a mic and introduce this song. Tell us what's what.
Hello. Hi, my name is Caroline Guthrie, and I am the president of the Jazz Ensemble here at St. Francis. This is our 2nd running year as a club. We were previously a class, but we brought it back last year. And we are going to be playing Blue Skies as our first song. So enjoy.
Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Hi, my name is Lucy McIntosh. I am the Vice President of Jazz Club at St. Francis, and I will be President next year, and we are going to be playing Royal Garden Blues, so enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay, so our first piece that we have today is called the St. Paul's Suite, and I want to give you just a teensy bit of information about it. First of all, it's in 4 movements, and we have the first movement, it's listed in your program, the jig, and then the second movement is the ostinato, and then we have the third movement, the intermezzo, and then finally the dargeson, or the finale, the dargeson. So the thing that makes this really interesting to me is that Gustav Holst, whose most famous work, and probably everyone has heard at least some of this at one point in their life or another, is The Planets. And in fact, I think you guys played one of the songs from that last year, right? Jupiter, I think, was it. Well, this is another piece that he wrote, and the thing that I just loved about it and connected with when I read about it is that he was appointed the school music director for St. Paul's all-girls school in Hammersmith, England. And he wrote this while he was teaching for them, and he wrote it for them. And I figured, hey, if he could write it for an all-girls school over there, we should be able to do it here. Because, you know, that matters that it's an all-girls school. Anyway, but I thought it was a neat little connection. So this is specifically written for high school orchestras. Now, the interesting thing is, well, it's interesting to me, you may go, so what? Anyway, is this particular arrangement is for strings only. And since we didn't have anything that included winds, I got to arrange it for our ensemble. In fact, I did that for all of the music you're going to hear tonight, with the exception of the 2 pieces we do with Jesuit a little bit later. So this is my rendition of Gustav Holst's The St. Paul Suite. And the third movement, the intermezzo, is going to feature 2 of our violin players, Rica Baccay, who you heard earlier with the concerto, and also Lauren Kim. They're going to play, it's a double violin solo. So enjoy. Oh, by the way, because it's 4 movements, I promise you're going to want to clap at the end of the movements, but you don't get to. Because you're a good audience, and good audiences know you don't clap in between movements. You will know when it's time to clap because I'll turn around. Okay? So, we promise not to be offended if you don't clap between movements. In fact, we'll be really impressed. Okay, here's the St. Paul Suite. that. It's so much fun. Okay. So our next piece is, well, you've probably heard of this composer. He's done one or two pieces. J.S. Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach. But this is a piece that is unlike anything you've probably ever heard from him before. It's part of a cantata of his, and it's called Sheep May Safely Graze. And originally it was an aria, a soprano aria. And I have a translation of the German text. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it seems to be appropriate, especially for our days of social turmoil. And the lyrics go like this. Sheep can safely graze where a good shepherd watches over them. Where rulers are ruling well, we may feel peace and rest and what makes countries happy. So we don't have a singer today, but we do have Sarah Brinkle on clarinet. She's going to play the solo line for us. So enjoy Sheep May Safely Graze. Okay, now we're going to take another minute, and we're going to bring on the Jesuit Orchestra, who have graciously agreed to do this concert with us. A little history for those of you who may not have been at the Jesuit concert. Back at the beginning of the year, kind of brand new here, and Mr. Cargyle came to our school to invite some of our girls, actually all of our girls, to go join his band over there on afternoon practices to do pep band and so forth. And he suggested, in passing, the idea that maybe we do something like this. And well, I went, okay, sure, why not? It'll be fun. Well, months went by, and finally, after the Christmas concert, and I didn't explode after that one, I decided, you know what, I'm going to run with that. So I contacted him, asked him if he was serious, and he said, well, yes, I was. So we went, what should we do? Well, that question came up with Mrs. Harris, and we kind of went, huh. So being the kind of person that I am, I was having dinner with a very good friend of mine who's in the audience tonight, but I'm not going to embarrass her by telling you who she is. So she may appreciate that. And she actually said to me, hey, you know what? Disney's coming out with a live/CGI version of Beauty and the Beast. Let's do that. And I went, okay, let's do that. So I suggested that, and everyone went, oh, that'd be awesome. And then Mrs. Harris said, here's the vocal score, 490 measures. And I went, okay, let's do it. And so I contacted Mr. Cargyle, and I said, how many musicians and of what do you have? And he sent me his list, and I went, okay, let's do it. And then I started writing the music. And I went, this is going to hurt. And it was quite a lot of work, let me tell you. But I got to say, we pulled it together. We pulled it together really well. So anyway, in preparation for that, we also decided, rather than just doing Beauty and the Beast, why don't we do a couple of numbers together with just the orchestra without the choir so that we can do a real symphonic experience for all the students. And I said, okay, let's do it. Because that's my reaction to everything. I just do that, oh, yeah. So anyway, so we're almost set. I'm trying to kill time, you may have noticed. So we decided we're going to do something that leads to Beauty and the Beast. So we started with a movie song, Pirates of the Caribbean. And then we went on, because that's something we all know and we can play pretty easily and just slap it together. And then we decided to do something a little different, more musical theater-ish. And we went to Highlights from Wicked, which is something that's really popular among the girls here. I don't know how popular it is for the boys. Get it? Popular. I want to be. Yeah, okay. So that's actually one of the songs in the highlights. So, they're almost done. Okay. So I decided that since he's our guest here, that was intentional, by the way, I would ask him to conduct for these next two pieces. So I proudly introduce Mr. John Cargyle.
I love Mr. Gerald Rheault. He is fantastic. The symphonic, or the orchestra program at St. Francis has been through a little bit of tumult over the last 4 years. And Jerry's here now, and he is always open to collaboration, which has been fantastic. So we have this, which is about 70 kids all working together. And I've found at Jesuit, as soon as you say, there will be girls, the boys show up. And so we have a symphonic orchestra, which is going to be fantastic. We're going to start with hits from Wicked, followed up with Pirates of the Caribbean, and then I'll turn it back over to Mr. Rheault.
good as they can.
Every day like the one before. Little town full of little people waking up to say bonjour, 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 bonjour. There goes the baker with his tray like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same. Since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town. Good morning, Belle. There she goes, that girl is strange, no question. Dazed and distracted, can't you tell? Never part of any crowd, cause her head's up on some cloud. No denying she's a funny girl, that Belle. Good day, how is your family? Bonjour. Good day. How is your wife? I need 6 eggs. That's too expensive. There must be more than this provincial life. It's amazing. It's my favorite part because you'll see. She
which was gone and left me in this state, an object of revulsion and derision. Hated, is there no one who can show me how to win the world's forgiveness?
It's a guess, sex alive, I'll be blessed. Wine's been poured and thank the Lord I've had the napkins freshly pressed.
With dessert, she'll want tea, and my dear, that's fine with me. While the cups do their soft shoeing, we'll be bubbling, we'll be brewing.
I'll get warm, I think got lipstick, is that a spot? Clean it up.
We want the company impressed. We've got a lot to do. Is it one lump or two? For you are guests.
She's our guest, she's our guest, she's our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Welcome and so request.
It's been years since we've had anybody here, and we're obsessed.
Your pale, your ears, yes indeed we aim to please.
While the candlelight's still glowing, let us help you, we'll keep going. Course by course, one by one, till you shout, enough, I'm done. Then we'll sing you all to secrets to digest. Rock your feet and let one out and see that we are guests. We are guests. We are guests. Please be our
No beauty could move me, no lesson improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. No passion could reach me, no lesson could teach me how I could have loved her and make her love me too. If I can't love her, then no pain could be deeper, no life could be cheaper, no point anymore if I can't love her. No spirit could win me, no hope left within me. Hope I could have loved her and that she set me free. But it's not to be if I can't love her. Let the world be done with me.
There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined, and now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.